Hello, good evening. Good evening, every single one of you. This is President Obonjo here. Happy Easter. I hope you are having a fantastic time with your family. Happy Easter to every single one of you. I was supposed to be here yesterday between 9 and 10 o'clock, but it was impossible. So I would like to spend some time here this evening. I hope you're having a fantastic and wonderful Easter. I'll be doing some work so you can see what it's like to be doing work as a president. I'll get a chance to talk to you all. Please mention where you are calling me from or watching me, your country, your name, and everything else will fall into place. Thank you. Hello to every single one of you joining me here this evening. Brandon, happy birthday. A friend of yours here has asked me to wish you happy birthday, so I am wishing you happy birthday. Happy birthday, Brandon. Good evening to every single one of you. I look forward to more people here and we can talk.
Good evening, Your Excellency.
Good evening. How are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Where are you calling me from?
Australia, Melbourne.
Oh, nice.
Far away.
Happy Easter.
Thank you, Same to you. Happy Easter, Chief.
So
Which country, which city are you in?
I'm in a country called Baghdad, Laughter Republic. The state capital is Baghdad.
Is it in West Africa?
Yes, it is in West Africa.
Uh, I've served a few years. Served 15 years in Africa, but I've never been to this country. I know Nigeria, Ghana, Liberia, that part of West Africa.
When you said you served, what do you mean by served? Were you in the army?
No, I used to be United Nations peacekeeping.
Oh, well, nice.
Yeah, I was in Congo, Sudan, South Sudan.
Well, we are a peaceful country. That's why you don't know enough about very peaceful country.
Is it Cape Verde? No.
No. How can it be Cape Verde? Cape Verde is where I understand there's a guy called P. Diddy. I think that's where he ran to.
Right. Yeah, I've worked with some of African leaders from the West. It's
You're in a position to name which African leaders.
the family of the leaders. Conde, Sheikh Conde.
Sheikh Conde. No, that way is what
Conde from Bissau, Guinea Bissau. I think it's
okay.
Guinea Bissau, is it?
Okay.
Yeah, Guinea Bissau. So is it your place? Your country is francophone or English?
It's English. It is English. I'm surprised that you've never heard about us.
I don't know. Maybe you guys are very peaceful.
Yeah, we're a peaceful country. We don't like trouble. We mind our own business and we watch other countries
Yeah.
tear each other apart. The whole world is in a mess.
Right.
So you agree?
Right. Are you in the army, serving in the army, or you're the chief of defense?
I am the president of my country.
Wow, but with a military background, sir.
That's correct.
Oh, right. So I'm very thrilled with the developments in West, like especially with President Toure coming up to power and the strategic changes that are occurring. I think in a positive way. What do you think?
I think it is fantastic that we have a situation where a lot of the young people have decided that if democracy is not working, that they will rather have military people in. I'm also very pleased to
Absolutely.
I'm also very pleased to see Senegal elect a young leader. So the things are changing. It's going to take some time, but I do hope that they do deliver, because it's one thing to be out of power, and when you be in power, it corrupts.
Yeah.
So I just hope they do.
Absolute power corrupts. Yeah. Yeah, one of my heroes is Thomas Sankara.
Oh yes,
of
Thomas
Burkina.
Sankara. Yeah, Thomas Sankara was a great man. A very, very great man.
Guy.
Great man.
Yeah.
We never have. He's one of my. He inspired me to go into power, but we will never have someone like Thomas Sankara. Africa is lost with so much without.
And it's waking up now. That's.
Say that again.
I said Africa is waking up. It's coming to realize its significance in the global politics, global economy, and which is a good sign. But of course, certain powers would always want to crush that, like how it happened to Thomas Sankara.
Yeah.
And
are you Australian, or you don't sound Australian to me?
Oh, well, I spent 15 years in Africa, so they call me like South African. They call me all sorts of things. But I'm a Tamil by origin.
Oh,
Tamil from Sri Lanka.
Yeah. So what's the
Yeah, my parents are.
I've lost touch with Australia. What is happening? Are you guys happy with your leader?
No. The war, the liberation struggle ended in 2009 with the armed struggle coming to an end. Yeah. And ever since, there's been no peace in real sense. Hundreds and thousands of them have disappeared. no justice for those disappeared, and you know, basically disappeared in the sense most of them were killed,
Oh, wow.
political prisoners and all that. So the struggle is now more democratically they're taking it, no more armed struggle. It's one of the longest freedom struggles in global history.
Okay.
30 years of very violent conflict.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, but you know the big powers, they change their strategies and based on their interests.
Yeah.
So Sri Lanka being on the Indian Ocean,
Yeah.
which is strategic to many big powers. So caught up in that struggle, it's difficult to have your own separate state or self-determination or rule.
Yeah.
So at least if they can, do international investigation against war crimes and crime against humanity, and hold people accountable for what they have done.
Yeah.
Any of the sides,
You
maybe
seem,
it's the Liberation Tigers.
you seem to have a grasp of what's happening in Australia. How come you are not running to become the Prime Minister of Australia?
So, sir, I've served 23 years overseas, mostly in Africa, Asia, Middle East, and Europe, The Hague. So now I'm home,
Yeah.
and I've taken early retirement kind of thing from the UN, and I'm home now, and continuing my community service,
Oh, what do you,
and looking forward for the next election for senator.
oh, you want to be a senator?
Mm.
Oh,
Prime Minister is a big ask.
you should aim
Not realistic for a black man in a white country.
well, you say that, but Obama became president of the United States. Britain is being run
Yeah, but
by a brown person.
true.
Yeah.
He's one great idol for me, but he did, but in a phase, not straight away. But certain things you have to sit in certain positions, contribute, garnish your support, and public must acknowledge you for your dedication service. Thereafter, I can slowly grow. That's what I think, or I believe.
Well,
I spent 6.5 years in Congo.
oh, wow.
Yeah,
So,
3 years in East, Goma,
yeah,
Kivus, and 3.5 in West, based out of Kinshasa.
I have a feeling that
Yeah.
you miss Africa.
Oh, I do. I definitely do. Africa is like my second home. My last posting was in Kenya,
Yeah.
which is quiet. It's not. I mean, it's a beautiful country, Kenya, and beautiful people. I mean, Africans are generally very beautiful and loving, simple to deal with, simple to interact, achieve results. You just need to be understanding their culture, their context, and their customs and history. Then I get along very well. I mean, I had problems in Middle East, but not in Africa.
Great. But how did you get to find me on here?
No, I was just scrolling, and I've heard you. I have heard you speaking a few times in the past. So I just said I saw you. I said, okay, let me say hello to the general. I thought you were a general, not the
No,
president.
I'm not a general. I am not there yet as a general, but I am the president of my great country. I feel very disappointed that you haven't heard about my country, but it's okay. At least you
I'm
know
so
now.
sorry. I didn't mean to be rude.
No, you don't need to.
Now I know.
But we are a peaceful and wonderful country. We don't like trouble. We just do what we need to do for our people, and we
Right.
watch other countries. We watch other countries tear themselves apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. Am I not right? They're all tearing each other apart. Britain,
Yeah.
America is in a
It's
mess.
because of what they have under the ground, sir.
What
It's
do you mean?
because of the resources Africa has. It
Yeah,
has been fragmented.
yeah. Look, it is a pleasure talking to you, sir. There's so many other people who want to say hello to me. Normally, I'm here on a Saturday from
Okay.
9 to 10, but I couldn't make it yesterday with with so many wives, and Easter, I had to.
You are candidly honest. Okay, sir. It's a pleasure talking to you.
I have,
I'll put my WhatsApp number.
I have to be honest.
I'll
I have to be honest. But
yeah.
thank you so much.
Let me share my WhatsApp number so whenever you get a minute, we can talk.
Thank
I'm
you.
interested in doing. I've got a security consultancy as well as doing, any exports I can do from Australia to Africa.
Oh, nice.
And whatever way we can connect culturally, economically, and politically. I'm happy to do that. I want to build a bridge. There's another colleague, friend of mine. He was born in Tanzania. He's an Australian who grew up in a missionary, and he became the ambassador to Zimbabwe, Australian ambassador, covering also Congo. He's also building a bridge between Africa and Australia. I think it's a good initiative, and I'm sure you'll be interested in considering how we can benefit the two beautiful nations.
I would love that. I would love that. I'm sure we will be able to do that. My people will contact you, obviously, and we will take it from there.
Sure. I'll send you my WhatsApp. I'll send my WhatsApp. Once there's a communication established, then I will share my email, and we'll go from there.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Have a great day.
Have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Pleasure talking to you. Thank you.
Pleasure talking to you.
Yes, yes, sir. Mr. President,
How are you?
I'm good. I'm so good.
How can I help you? Where are you calling me from?
I'm called from Saudi Arabia. Did you have any background about Saudi Arabia, bro? Do you have been visit Saudi Arabia?
I've never been to Saudi Arabia, not yet.
Okay, I have officially invited to you to come to Saudi Arabia. As president, I can receive you in any Saudi airport. If you want come to Riyadh, Jeddah, Qasim, any airport, I will receive you officially as a Saudi citizen.
Why would you want me to come to Saudi Arabia?
I want bro knows more thing about you. Who are you? Who this president? This man say I'm president and he live in England street. The many people look to you as a great leader. We know your policy to our world, your strategy. What is your goals?
You can understand my strategy without me coming to Saudi Arabia.
I want to talk with you face to face and make any agreement for continue as a friend.
Okay.
Friends, bro.
Okay. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much.
Yeah, but the question is, bro, who is your enemy? Who's your enemy? Who struggle against you? Who try to stop your plan? We know you, but we need to know more about your enemies. We want to know more about that people who attack you, struggle, and plot against you, Mr. President.
What makes you think I have enemies?
For you don't be on the ground president yet now.
But what makes you think I have enemies? I don't have any enemies.
Why then why you did not achieve your goals?
I have achieved my goals. Who said I haven't achieved my goals? Where are you getting all this information from that I can't achieve my goals?
Yeah, for you say I'm president, but I look to Nigeria, your country, you are the Bola Ahmed Tinubu is president yet now, bro. Did you ignore your home, your country, as a Nigerian citizen?
I am not a Nigerian citizen.
From where?
I'm from Laughter Republic. Laughter Republic.
I know Laughter Republic, but I looked for the map every time. I look for the map and I did not see it.
You're looking for my country?
Where? In your room, in your apartment, in your room, sir?
Hold on. You are looking for my country and you can't find it on the map. Is that what you're telling me? That you can't find Laughter Republic
Yes.
on the world map?
Yes.
That is
Yes.
terrible.
Exactly.
That is absolutely terrible. There should
Where?
be no
Where it is it?
It is in Africa. There should be no excuse. There should be no excuse. You should be able to find my country on the world map.
I did not so. Angola, Ghana, Guinea, Gabon, Burkina Faso, Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso. I don't. Botswana, Burundi, Djibouti, Somalia. I don't see it.
Look, you are really making me upset by telling me that you can't find my country on the world map because there is someone who's from Canada who is telling you that they can find my country on the world map. Which map are you using?
Why the question is, Mr. President, the question is, if you have a country, why you live in the British, in a great British? Why you live in England Street?
Well, England Street.
This is the question.
I don't understand what you're talking about. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to stop this. Use Google Maps to find me, to find my country. I don't know what.
But we have a so important question, sir. Don't ignore me. I know what I talk about it. You call us a president, but I see you in England. Why you did not?
Sorry.
In your palace, Republican palace.
Calm down. Not all black people look the same. What makes you think that you saw me in England?
The black people is great. It's a great people. I know. I respect the black people and I respect all the people over the world.
I don't understand what the problem is. I really don't know. He sounds really angry, so I've had to drop him. I don't want angry conversation today. So I've had to drop him. I don't want angry conversation today.
Angry conversation. There's all okay. Come on, say make.
Hello, can you talk?
Hello.
You have to reduce the music.
Hello, Mr. President.
Yes.
Hello, Mr. President.
Yes, how are you?
I'm good, sir.
Reduce the...
I'm speaking from Ghana.
I know you're from Ghana. I can tell. Reduce the music.
Yeah.
Ashante Kotoko.
Yes, sir.
Ashante Kotoko.
Yes, please, Asante Kotoko.
How is your Ghanaian president? That man who likes to speak English.
Yeah, Ghanaian president Nana Rodankwa Akufo-Addo.
Yes. So, how are you?
And I'm very proud to speak with you.
Thank you. How is Easter?
Oh, Easter is marvelous over here, and especially in Kwau.
Okay, where is that?
Kwau is one of the towns in Ghana here.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, and we have a very good tourist attraction over there.
Okay, I've never ever been to Ghana.
I wish you'll be in Ghana one day, especially one of our festives.
Yeah, I intend to come, but it looks like your Ghanaian president doesn't like the fact that I criticize him because I feel he's been a disappointment to the Ghanaian people.
You are speaking the truth. You are speaking the truth, sir.
He doesn't like
been a disappointment to us.
He doesn't like me, and I don't like him.
You know, we need someone like you to rule us here in Ghana. We need someone like you.
You sure? Because I don't think Ghanaians are ready for my type of leadership.
Some of us are ready because democratic dispensation is not helping African people.
How long has that man been your president now?
Pardon, please.
How long has he been your president?
Almost 8 years, 9 months to 8 years.
Wow.
And he's living for the vice president.
Wow. Oh, so he's going to hand over.
Which will be very, 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 very horrible for us.
He's going to be what? I don't understand. What do you mean?
The vice president is going to be his successor.
Are you serious?
Yes, because he's the leading this thing here in Ghana. He is leading the political race.
Wow. So how come someone like you is not running?
You know, as you know, as African people, they impose poverty on us and come last show and give you little food, and you think you are okay.
So are you telling me that you don't think you can run to become president?
Please come again.
I said, you don't believe you can be president of your country?
Yes, I can be.
Yes. So what is stopping you?
You know, unless in Ghana here you become a politician, you join a political party, but you know the political parties are not. Yeah, so and unless you become a senior security officer, as a senior military officer, you can penetrate through maybe a coup d'etat or something like that.
No. Ghana has had so many coups.
Sure.
And all those people. And that revolution, that was tough.
Yeah, sure. Especially our late president, Jerry John Lawrence.
Yeah. Look, anyway, it is good talking to you. There's so many people who want to talk to me. Thank you so much for joining me today.
You're welcome, sir. I salute you, sir.
You're welcome. And greet that your
Thank you, sir.
For me. Greet him for me.
He will hear from you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Good evening to you. Good evening. I don't think I'm able to get this man up here.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm okay.
Where are you calling me from?
I'm calling from UK.
UK. UK. That cold country. Happy Easter.
Of course, happy Easter too.
where you that you sound African. Are you African?
Of course, yes.
Ghana,
No, Uganda.
Uganda. Ah, lovely country, Uganda. Lovely country.
Yeah, but we have a very headache guy there.
How do you mean?
It's very headache because he has what he has done in the country. He ripped off the country, everything. So, but what I was trying to say is about the border things. Are you ready to be in the system that countries should be able, borders should be open to Africans, like the way how they do in Europe?
I don't understand you. What do you mean? I don't understand what you mean.
When I mean about in the visa form, does somebody need to come to your country with a visa?
You can come to my country with a visa. The problem is that if you come to my country, you can't leave
Why?
because we don't want you going back, stealing our women, our culture, our language, and taking it back to your country. So if you leave, if you come to our country, you cannot leave.
That condition is very tough because I wouldn't see why not me to come to come and visit, to do business, and I go out and in. And I don't think that we should need these border things because they were put it in the colonial things. So to be like now, to go to South Africa, you don't need a visa if you're in Africa.
Yes.
So exactly, you're border free. People can come in and go.
Well, it
Do you
doesn't
have
work.
small women? Are you complaining about small women in your country or what?
You're a funny man. We're not talking
Not
about.
funny.
You're a funny man. You're a very funny man.
I'm a military also, but I'm trying to say the truth, you know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But you see, we have to learn from the past. We have to learn from the past. That is why Africa was colonized. You come to our country, you cannot leave. That is our law. If you want to come to our country, you relinquish your Ugandan citizenship and you become a laughter Republican. It's that simple.
That's terrible. No, because I thought that we can make a business. Because how am I going to stay there where I have different way where I can go and how am I going to bring another family? Would you like me to come and be like in Botswana as they say?
No, look, my brother, it's not
Hmm.
by force. That is the law.
Yes, I know.
You
That's
follow
the
our
law.
regulations. Yeah, we're not like the United Kingdom where you can just come and go. You come to our country, you can't leave. It's that simple. You relinquish your Ugandan citizenship, you become a citizen of Laughter Republic, free education, free, everything is free.
Oh no, okay. Like the problem is just uh, staying over. How's the weather there?
The weather is great. It's not like England, very cold, with your bad food, fish and chips. No, we haven't got any of those.
What type of food do you have in your country?
We have jollof rice. We have all the African food.
All right. I think people would come and visit, and we say that you don't need visitors. So what's the point now? The law cannot allow us to come and visit and go. This is the thing.
Yeah, that is why you haven't heard about our country. That's why you will never come. Because how many people want to relinquish their citizenship to come to Laughter Republic? We're not like other African countries. We're not going to make the same mistake where we open our borders and people steal our culture and everything, and our language and our women. And they steal our secrets.
Oh, I speak to you. Because I've been following you every time we speak, me and you. You're a nice guy. You're a very nice man. I love the way you sound like my dad when he was just president by then.
Oh, where was your dad president?
In Uganda, Idi Amin Dada.
He was your father.
He's my father.
Are you serious?
Of course, yes.
What is your name?
That's so easy.
Eh? What?
My name, this name is here for TikTok. My name is Abdul.
Okay, so let me ask you a question because I know enough about Idi Amin Dada. How many
Go.
children has he got officially?
64.
How many?
64.
64. And what is your position?
We are the elders, the first elders among the 10. So I'm number 7.
So you are telling me that the reason that you are talking to me today is because I remind you of your late father, Idi Amin Dada.
Every time I speak to you, but maybe you have forgotten me. And I've been with you together so many times here.
But we've never ever spoken about your father.
No, we've never spoken about him. It's today when we spoke about him.
Okay, I'm really curious. Have you got time to? I want to ask you some questions.
Don't go hiding.
What was it like? What was it? Because I have spoken to one of your brothers before. I'm trying to remember his name.
I think he spoke to, if not, you might have spoken to Jafari, or not if it's not Jafari.
It was Jaffa.
Might be Lumumba.
I spoke to Jaffa on the phone.
What about Lumumba?
No, Amumba doesn't respond, but I spoke to Jaffa on the phone, and we had a very wonderful conversation. And he was telling me that the way the West portrayed your father,
I know, was wrong. It was wrong because, and he was a nice man for his country. He loved his people. He made them to become what they are, even up to now. He never stole anything. He built a country, and what he built now, they have been destroyed, everything.
so you think Museveni is not a good president?
My God, that's horrible.
So how come none of the Idi Amin children have been able to become president?
By that time, we ran away from the country when they were chasing us. So we tried to come back, and they were a little bit a mess somehow.
Okay.
So that's the way how we say. But some more, there's one which there are about 5 of them. They're the government, but they don't give you what you are supposed to have. The power is less.
Okay. So you how long have you lived in England? When did you leave Uganda?
I left Uganda a long time ago. So for me, I'm a terrible. I rejected to stay there because I know I can't stay in the country like that, where they rob everything, corruption. No, come on, it's very terrible.
Look, can I just say it's been a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you. I come to you.
And I keep in touch because I genuinely want to know more about your father, because you're not the only one. A lot of people say when they see me on this platform that I remind them of Idi Amin.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know
Because
why.
he was doing the right thing to do for the people. He wanted his people to be happy. He removed the poverty from 0 to, although they said that he was bad, but that's a spoken people. But for other people, even now they are crying him. They are crying him. Can you imagine how many planes did we had? We had about 28 planes. But now there's 2 planes. We had the airline was working.
But someone says that Idi Amin was a butcher. Someone is saying that he was.
That's the way how West say, that's totally wrong. He never butchered anybody. If somebody can come there and prove that he butchered somebody, let him come and stand and say so and so. Yeah, because I know everything. It is the man who is on the power who did that. And he wrote it in his mustard. So why did they say that he butchered the people?
I don't know.
Yeah, I understand because you are not there by then. So you see?
No, I don't know. I have never been to Uganda.
So that's totally wrong.
All I know is they said your father butchered people.
It was no.
They said
those are set up. Those are set up.
Is it true that he wrote to the Queen to say he was in love with the Queen?
That one he did.
He did that. How old were you? How did you know that he did that?
I was there. I was a big man. I was in the army. I joined the army in 1971. So what do you expect?
So no, let me just get this right. So you're telling me that your father, Idi Amin Dada, sent a letter to the Queen to say he was in love with
What was wrong with that? What was wrong with that? because he was upset. Yeah, not even upset. He said in a joking way. A telegram, yeah.
Look, your dad was punching above his weight. How could he fall in love with the queen?
No, that was the way how somebody can talk. This, you talk something which you feel like you talk. It's up to you the way how you take it. The man was a joking guy. He was so many jolly. He was a man who can go he can walk on the street without nobody, without no bodyguard. Can you
What?
imagine?
Yeah, I know, I do that too. But let me ask you this question: if your father met me, what would he say to me?
He could encourage you to do the same thing. He could encourage you to do the same thing. Be fair to the citizens. Give them what they want to have. Guide them and guide the borders.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's really interesting. I have lots of Ugandans who come onto this channel as soon as they see me.
Yeah, we remember him.
Hmm.
He was a straight man guy, no corruption. He did not have even a bank account outside the country. He was even in medical inside the country. We had the medicals, we had the ambulances to pick him from home to take him to the hospital, like the way they do in Britain here.
So let me get this right. You say, are you telling me that your when your father left power, he didn't have money?
Yes,
You're telling me that Idi Amin was broke and he didn't have any money.
yes, please. The money which the last money brought, he came with it at home in Kololo. He took it in the bank. He gets that money from Gaddafi. He gave to him, say, even mom wanted some money. So he told him, no, look at this Ugandan money for the people. And it was the time he was leaving. And he took the money, put in the bank.
Did you ever meet any of the leaders, any of the African leaders?
Some of them, yeah. Even the one which is there on power now. But we are not in terms.
Did you ever meet Gaddafi?
Yeah, yeah.
No,
Was a
okay.
very good man. Actually, Gaddafi was the best guy last did my dad. And what he did for his country was good. Although it turned him around, people now they are crying him.
How many how many um how many Ugandans, how many of his children, your brothers and sisters, are in England? Is it just you?
No, we are about to, I think, 9.
9 of you here.
Yeah.
I'd love to meet you guys. Do you
You
guys have
will?
do you guys have family gatherings? Because I am coming to England in the summer.
Yeah, you come and then we shall have conversation when you come.
I think that would be nice.
Yeah, I'll give you my details when you follow me, and then I'll give you my number, and then we can be able to have a chat.
Look, Abdul, it's been a pleasure talking to you. As you know, there's so many people. If someone had said to me that I'll be talking to Idi Amin's son on TikTok, I'd say
Yeah.
that is not possible. So it's been enlightening talking to you. I would like to meet you when I come to England in the summer on holiday.
Thank you very much. I'll also be happy to meet you too.
Okay, thank you so much. I don't know how we're going to keep in touch, but
I
maybe.
have if you go and because I've already followed you. If you
Okay,
follow me back, then write me that to so and so, and then I'll know how to give you the number,
okay, okay. Look,
and then
thank you
I'll
so
give you
much.
my number.
Yeah,
Thank
okay.
you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Salute you. Bye.
Bye bye. Fascinating that I am talking to the son of the late Idi Amin Dada on TikTok. I genuinely cannot believe it. It's a very, very small world. A very, very small world. I have just spoken to the son of the late Idi Amin Dada on TikTok. I genuinely cannot believe it. I will get my people to edit the video, and hopefully he's not lying to me, because he did say to me that his father has 64 children, and that is what I remember. Hopefully he's not lying to me.
Why are you all after me? Good afternoon. How are you, sir?
Good afternoon. How are you, Charles?
I'm wonderful, sir. How are you? I have a couple of questions for you.
Yeah, wait,
One,
before you start, you have to tell me where you're calling me from.
I'm actually calling you from the U.S.
What part of the U.S.? U.S. is a big
Uh,
country.
it is. I'm in the state of Missouri.
Wow, nice. So what are the questions you want to ask me?
So I heard you say earlier that if you go to your country as a visitor, we have to give up our citizenship and stay there. Is that the same way for people from the U.S. or is that just from?
It's the same from the U.S., especially the U.S.
Okay.
Especially the U.S. A U.S. citizen, definitely. In short, every single citizen around the world, but U.S. in particular. You know your history. You know what
I,
you've done around
I
the
do
world.
know our history. Absolutely, yes. I know very well our history. It's not a very nice history, and I'll admit that
You're
100%.
not, you're not invading, you are planning coups, you are assassinating leaders. You know, you are even assassinating yourselves as we speak right now.
That's very true. That is very true. We have a lot of that stuff going on over here, and that's unfortunate because there is a lot of Western society that is not a very pretty one. Let's say it that way, right? But there. So my question, though, again, is what are the benefits, though, if I were to do something like that?
If you come to my country, there are so many benefits. As an American citizen, we practice true democracy. True democracy. There is no January 6th. There is no presidential candidate trying to buy Bibles and sell Bibles to you. There is no president sleeping while he's supposed to be leading. True democracy. You will not eat polluted foods. Your electricity and gas prices will be cheaper than what we have in America. You will live a better quality of life, better education. You speak better English, better hospitals, infrastructure, and you will be happy, Charles. You will be happy.
So, and again, I ask these questions just because I don't know a lot about what goes over there. If I were to do some research on your country just so I can learn more, so I can get more understanding before I would make that decision, where would you recommend that I do some research about your country?
You can Google my country, but please be very, very careful about what you read about us on Google, because
Okay.
Google is not accurate. Because we
Okay.
are a successful democratic country in Africa, and because we do not, in any shape or form, follow the ideals of other African countries, because we do not follow the stereotypes of the way America sees Africa, it is
Yeah.
quite possible that the information that you see on the internet is not accurate about us.
Well, there's a whole lot of inaccuracies on the internet when it comes to any side of the country, because
It is
of what goes on.
unbelievable.
That's very
Look,
true.
I will tell you this much, Charles. I don't know you from Adam because you just joined me. They
Yes,
have
sir.
even planted stories about me which are wrong on the internet. They have used artificial intelligence to ridicule my presidency.
That
AI.
wouldn't that wouldn't surprise me a bit. That would not surprise me a bit because they use it to ridicule our own president here in the U.S. So, and
I was surprised too.
one thing I want to say is this is one thing I've never seen before is the president of a country taking time out of his day to actually sit down and talk to people like us. I mean, we're regular people, and I know you have a very busy man. You take a lot of time. You have a lot of work to do, right? Because you're running a country. I mean, it's a busy job. So I do want to say I really am impressed that you take this time to do this, and thank you very much for that time.
Look, Charles, thank you so much. It's one of many reasons why I do this. It's not easy. My people weren't happy when I said I was going to come on TikTok. I've been on TikTok now for well over a year. I've connected with people like you. I have been able to really break down the what's really failed me this evening. Because if Biden was on TikTok, if Sunak was on TikTok, if Putin was on TikTok talking to you, the world will be a better place. We
I
have
agree 100%.
we have to remove this myth that
Well,
presidents are not human beings.
and that's one thing that Trump made a difference of over here when he was on Twitter, was we got the direct word straight from him on Twitter. And I'm not saying that I'm a fan of Trump or Biden personally, okay? And I'll be honest with you, I'm not a fan of either one of them. But my point is when he was on Twitter and we could get that direct voice, it was very different from what we were hearing in the news and politics and things like that. And it was very different. And it made a difference on how we saw things. Does that make sense?
I look. I do understand. I understood what Trump was able to do for Americans through Twitter. But you see, I don't know. You have 300 million people in America, and the
Yes.
best that you can come up with is two.
I agree, 110%. I know where you're going.
Why is someone like you not? I don't get it. I really do not get it. I cannot believe that you have got two people who have run for office before. I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Well, and herein lies the problem is we have a system over here that runs on a two-party system, right? And we have the ability to operate a three-party system, but we don't run like you guys do over in like the UK or Africa or things like that, where you have multiple parties and all these parties have a voice. Our parties only really have two parties and two voices, and that's really all you get. And that's why I say I know exactly where you're going with that, because believe me, if you want Trump or Biden, is that really the best we can come up with out of 300 million people? I agree 110%, because neither one of them really are built, and set to. Now, Trump did a lot more for the country than Biden did, don't get me wrong. Okay, but again, if that's really the best we can come up with, that's not really, attributable for our country, if that makes sense. But you guys have a lot more openness on different parties, where you have, you have multiple parties that all have different voices, and where we don't have that. We only have the two-party system.
Yeah, and the two-party system, they say they represent you people. They don't. They represent corporations.
Yep.
And until Americans get this, there will be no democracy. I mean, and also, I'm sorry, I don't mean to, I'm not offended by what you said, but please do not compare my country to Great Britain, because they are in a
My
mess.
apologies, yeah.
They are totally in a mess. It's not that we do not practice democracy, but when my people found out that I had delivered after 8 years of becoming president, they decided to have me as president for life, because they believe in continuity and stability. I mean, look at America at the moment. Biden has only been in power for 4 years, and you want to change him and get another president. How do you deliver those policies? It's too short a time. So what you have is you're recycling. There is no stability. If Trump wins in November, he will reverse all the policies that Biden
did, yeah.
American people. So the country is stagnant. What you need is an effective leader who can die in office.
Yeah. Now, so I have a couple more questions, just if I can throw a couple of things out there real quick, just so that I can get some understanding. And I appreciate you taking your time again to do this, because this is something that's really powerful, and I really enjoy it. When I would come to your country, so I have a lot of experience in corporate America. I have a lot of experience in business. I have a lot of experience in sales and things of that nature. Is there a place where I would be able to make a good living, things like that, where I could really, live life to the fullest with my children and things like that.
Look, we will not strangulate you. I call it strangulation. The taxes that you have to pay in America, you deserve happiness. You deserve a good quality of life. Let me reassure you, we do have Americans who have moved to my country, and they're doing extremely well. The only problem with this, Charles, is this. Americans become laughter republic citizens. They cannot leave my country. They can't. It's impossible because we won't let you leave. If you come, you will have a happy life.
And so you said better education, and that's one thing that's really important to me, especially for my kids. Now, I'm also a firm believer in military service. Do you have a requirement for military service for boys or teenagers or as they come out of
2 years,
high school?
military service, 2 years military service after university.
After university, okay.
Yeah.
So they are required to assist in military service.
Yeah. But there is no war. We don't fight wars. It is more community service and defending the country. We do not get involved in other countries. We are not interested in what is happening elsewhere around the world. We are only interested in what's happening in our country. And that 2 year service in the military is more community-based activities so that they have the value. They understand the value of being a Laughter Republic citizen.
Absolutely. I say that those are some of the most amazing things that I've always said here is I wish they would do the U.S. the same way as say, listen, you have to, you should require them to at least spend at least 2 years in the military. I mean, and you should spend time in the military. You should spend time in your communities. You should be willing to take your time out there and help people, right? Because ultimately, at the end of the day, that's the whole point. It's for us to help each other and work together, right? That's the goal in life. And that's how we should be. And I also, that's something else that really kind of hits me hard is because we are always so involved in everything else around the world that really at the end of the day, what are we doing for our own? I mean, our southern border right now is being overrun like a freight train, and we are just sitting there like nothing. Let me ask you a question. What would you do if you had a southern border situation like we have here?
Oh, there will never be a southern border. It's impossible. It is impossible. Never. It will never, ever happen. It can't happen.
Would you lock the border down like it should be?
Yes, it will lock the whole thing down. Build a wall. Build a massive wall. They won't be able to come in. Why are they letting them come in the first place?
Well, there's a lot, yeah. And there's a lot of things that have been changing over here that have made me think very highly about moving overseas, just because of the fact of the way things have changed over here. And I don't get me wrong, I appreciate the country that I live in. I do have a lot of freedoms and things like that I do gain as being an American citizen, and I'll say that 100%. Now, don't get me wrong, but there's a lot of things that I think we miss as Americans too, if that makes sense.
Look, let me tell you, I am inundated. I'm probably the only African president to be inundated by messages from Americans. The number of Americans who want to leave America to come and live in Africa, if I tell you how many, what the percentage is, you will be extremely shocked. And what breaks my heart is that there's no way I can allow every American citizen to come to my country. But I cannot believe that the country that claims to be leader of the free world, God's own country, the number of people, Americans, who want to leave America to come to my country is unbelievable.
So then let me ask, what would be the requirements for me to be able to come to your country? What would that look like? What would I need to do to accomplish that?
Well, it's not something.
I know you said you're not allowed to let everybody in. That's why I asked.
Yeah, I know. But we can send you a form, and you will have to complete that form, and there's certain criteria to check to make sure that you are who you say you are.
Absolutely. So how can I get that form?
You also need to be financially buoyant.
Say that again, I'm sorry.
You need to be financially buoyant, financially
Oh, gotcha. Okay, yep. In other words, have your own money and your own ability to live. Gotcha.
Yeah, you have your own money and your ability to live because we do not want dependence. We do not have a social security system. We do not have that. We do not believe in people claiming benefits while they're skiving at home. We do not believe.
Now, what about things like if you have medical conditions and things like that?
We will take that into account depending on what kind of medical condition it is. We do not discriminate. We accept that people will be healthy at times, and we accept that there are times when people will not be healthy.
Gotcha. Where would I be able to get that form, do you think?
So my people are watching you right now, and they will be taking your details, and you will get an email asking you to complete a form.
Okay. Do you want me to send you my email, or how do I send you my email?
No, they will contact you. They're watching this right now. They're writing down the name of what is your name? Charles.
Charles Reese. Yep, that's it. Right there, yeah.
But why, tell me why you want to leave America? It's God's own country, that country of a dream, that country where you can realize your dream. Why do you want to leave America?
So the truth of the matter is one, like I said, I appreciate the country I live in, and I love the country I live in, but the truth is things have changed so much in the last 20 years. Things have changed so much in the last 40 years, right? Things are not like they used to be as a country. We have changed our standards and how we live. Everything that we do now is it's not based with morals or things of that nature. You know, things like that mattered 20 years ago don't matter anymore. You know, we have things now that are very specific that make it so that the school shootings and things like that go on over here. There's a lot of this stuff that goes on, and there's a lot of problems with mental health that they don't ever address, and they won't address it. The other thing is that the other thing is I live in a country, and a lot of people don't know this or don't pay attention to this, but a $50 billion industry over here in child trafficking. How can someone be a president like yourself, right, or a leader of a country, and allow $50 billion industry to take over your country and have this happen to children? It's a very, very hard thing for me to live with, because it's so hard, because I am a parent, right? And there's so many things that I want my kids to have, and opportunities that I want my kids to have, you know? So these are things that I look at differently because of the fact that, you have a difference of opinion. And one really, again, like I said, one thing is you don't pay attention to everything around you, right? You lock in your country and your country alone. That's really important. Excuse me. And that is a big thing. You know, you focus on your borders, you focus on your people, you focus on everything else. The other thing is you said, you have free healthcare and free things like that, and education. You know, these are important too, because at the end of the day, I can send my kids to school for $30,000 or $40,000, and they come home with a degree that's useless, and they'll never use it. Well, what was the point of me sending them to school for $40,000 if they were never going to use it in the first place? You know, that's one thing that, again, I don't understand anymore, if that makes sense. And so that's part of how I am and who I am, I guess, if that makes sense.
Have you spoken to your family that you want to leave America to come to Africa?
Well, I am the head of my family, so yeah, I have. I mean, I've talked to my kids about it, and they've thought about it. They've actually liked the idea of it. The other thing is you guys have a lot of different weather conditions and things like that. And, you have a lot of different types of history that is very different. Your culture is very different. These are the things that actually do appeal to us. Yes, I am different in the fact of, I don't know your culture exactly, right? But I would love to learn it, and I would love to be a part of that and become something where we can enjoy that as a family, because culture is important, history is important, these things are important, and these are the things that I want my kids to experience. You know, I want them to be able to travel the world. I want them to be able to travel the world and see things and do things where they're not being strangled by taxes and everything else all the time, and they're not being hammered by everything that's you understand my point. At the end of the day, when I come home, I'm working my butt off every day to go to work, but I'm working my butt off every day for 40% of what I make every day. You know, if I'm making 40% of what I'm supposed to make, now what am I doing with the other 70%? You understand what I'm saying? Or the other 60%. Excuse my math, but it's Sunday. But you know what I'm saying? Is at the end of the day, I'm sitting here beating myself to death, trying to make whatever I can to make it so my family's doing great. And then I get hammered on a paycheck. I get hammered on everything else. I get hammered on taxes. My taxes aren't even going to what they should go to anymore. They're not going to infrastructure like they should be. They're not going to roads and bridges. I mean, hell, we just had a bridge knocked over that was run over by a cargo ship. That bridge should have been standing just fine with that cargo ship hit it. But no, what happened? That thing fell like a freaking freight train, right? So these are the things that I'm saying is, at the end of the day, there is so much that's very different about this country than it was 20 and 30 years ago. Very, very different.
I feel, sir, I don't know you, but I feel your pain. I really do feel your pain because you deserve every happiness. You deserve everything that every other citizen should have around the world. And I want you to think carefully because it's not an easy decision to make. I have to ask you about this bridge that you're talking about. Was it really real? Did it really, when I say,
Yeah, it did.
I mean,
Yeah, so
it's not a
the
attack, is it?
no, I don't. They don't think it's a terrorist attack, but it was the container ship lost power just before it hit the bridge, and so they couldn't maneuver it out of the way, and so they hit the pillar. Well, when they hit the pillar, they hit that pillar off straight on. But when they hit that pillar straight on, it brought the whole bridge down, which makes no sense because that bridge should have held just fine even if that ship hit the pillar. So it makes no. I mean, we were watching it on the news first thing when it happened, and it happened at 3:30 in the morning the other day, and it was literally, you know, it was horrible because again, you got 20 people trapped under the water, and crews and mechanics under the water and everything else, and they're still trying to find them, right? But you're talking about a whole damn bridge that collapsed when it happened. It was a whole bridge.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying is you're telling me that the whole bridge is going to go down when a container ship hits it, then what the hell was the deal there, man? Because at the end of the day, that doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense because of the fact that the way the structure is set, the way the structure is built, you know, these bridges are designed for this stuff. They're supposed to be designed to hold this stuff and handle this. And you had that ship hit straight on the pillar itself, and it took half the bridge out with one pillar. So, you know, I'm just saying that that's what I'm talking about. Is this country is a lot different than it used to be. You know, we talk about infrastructure and things like that, right? We talk about electricity and the way that the electrical grid runs and things of that nature. You know, over here, we got people pouring in over here like crazy every single day. And these people are pouring in like maniacs. And how long do you think it's going to be until we have another 9/11 hit or another something like that hit where we have the whole damn power grid goes down or the infrastructure of something else goes down? You know, can we really handle something like that again? Probably not. I mean, the truth is we have become lazy. We've become complacent. We've become, you know, in a position that it's just not. This is not America the way it used to be. This is not the way it was. You know, and yes, don't get me wrong. We did a lot of bad stuff when we were younger as a country, right? But we also learned from that. We also, you know, grew up from that and developed from that. But now it's like we're going the other way.
Look, my friend, I am fully aware that there are lots of other people who want to talk to me. Like I said, I do feel your pain. I hear what you're saying, Charles, and I do hope that you make the right decision in November. I'm even considering, because of the way how tricky things are in America, I'm considering going to the United Nations to say that we would need African election observers to come and observe your election in November, because I think it's dangerous times in America, really dangerous times, and that whoever
Yeah.
wins will not accept that they are defeated. And so it's better to have independent African election observers to come and observe your elections for you.
It wouldn't surprise. That would be a bad idea. I'm just saying it wouldn't, not a bit.
So look,
You know, because then at least we know for sure. You
yeah,
know.
we will be in touch with you, Christoph and Charles, and thank you so much for joining me. But please sleep over. It is a major decision to want to leave America to come to Africa. So you need to really reflect on this.
Absolutely. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much, President, and
Thank you. Thank you very
you
much.
have a wonderful day. Okay.
And you too. Thank you.
Hey, brother, what's up? Am I on?
Good evening. Good evening to you.
Look, sir, I don't know if you know who I am. I don't know if you've heard any of the lately news. You, sir, right now are talking to Jesus Christ, the only begotten Son. I'm not joking.
Hello.
Good evening.
How you doing? I'm so happy that you contact me.
It's okay. Sorry you had to wait so long. I mean, I had to. There was someone who was really passionate about America and he
Yeah.
wants to move to Africa. So I had to give him time. And then I decided to talk to someone who claims he was Jesus. And I just thought, no, that can't be. So I asked my people to disconnect him. He said I was talking to Jesus.
Okay. The last time I saw you live, you said you had like 6 wives. How can you manage all those females?
Are you serious asking me that question?
Yeah. That's a lot of I mean 6 wives. That's a lot of married to 6 people.
Well, I rest on Sunday. That is why I'm here this evening.
Okay. Wow. Wow, man. That's amazing. It really is. I'm not trying.
But also, where are you calling from?
United States.
Yeah, exactly. Where there is rampant cheating, where you guys can't stay with one woman. If you have 6 wives, you're satisfied.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but I'm satisfied with one. I would rather just be with one.
Yeah, I can't convince you. I can't convince you, especially in the States. If you do what we do in our country, you go to prison.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So yeah. So if you are happy with one woman, then that's fine.
Okay. Okay.
So where
Yeah,
are you coming from the States? Where in the States?
Louisiana.
Where?
Louisiana.
Louisiana.
Yeah.
Okay. I have questions for you, but maybe you can ask. Look, I have to ask you this question. Because I have children who are into rap music. And I don't really know much about this, but maybe you can enlighten me. One of them was telling me, my youngest son was telling me, Daddy, did I hear what happened to P. Diddy? And we are seriously considering whether we should ban P. Diddy's music in our country.
Yeah, that's what they're really saying about him. It's all over TikTok, it's all over on social media, it's all over the place. And sometimes you cannot believe everything that you hear on the internet or what people say. But you just have to wait and see. What happened to him. Me, be honest with you, I don't like rap music. I really don't. I like R&B music. But it is what it is. I mean, that's his business. I'm not into fame. But that's whatever he did. But he deserved it.
But shouldn't in my country, you are not guilty until it's proven in court. Shouldn't I don't understand how all of a sudden, because my son was showing me all the things that were written, And it's almost like they have already said that he is guilty.
Yeah.
What I don't know is whether he did it or he didn't do it.
They probably got something on him that he don't even know. They probably got something on him. That's why them people raided all his houses. If they got some, if the federal government got something on you, and you had all them task force on invading your home, is bigger than what it is that we even know. We just know small details. We don't know everything.
Okay, let's move it. Let's move it away from he did it. You said you like R&B. Who are your R&B artists?
Smokey Robinson.
Oh, that is old school. That is really, really old school.
Yeah, Barry White.
Oh, wow.
Anthony Hamilton.
I know Barry White, Barry Gordon White. I know Smokey Robinson.
Yeah.
What was that song that Smokey Robinson sang? Sounds very feminine. I can't remember. Honestly can't remember.
Yeah, I like old school music. I don't like all them rap music, man. All that cursing and stuff. I don't like all that. You can't even enjoy the music.
Okay.
That's the reason why I don't like it. I don't like rap music. But
so where are you in the States?
In Louisiana, New Orleans, Louisiana.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. I'm just trying to figure out where that is. Is that near New York?
No. That's on near it's down south, close to Texas, Florida.
Wow, you live are you a white American or black American?
I'm black, baby. Black. I'm like you, black. I'm not white at all, baby.
Yeah, so because you never can tell the difference these days, everybody, I don't know what's happened to the West. You guys just identify with anything. Somebody identifies, a black person identifies as being white. A white person identifies as being white. I just don't know the difference anymore in terms of identity. You guys just, maybe there's real climate change. I don't know what's happening in America, but so I don't know, because you sound black, but I don't know whether you're a white person sounding black or it's confusing to me.
Okay, I understand. No, I'm 100% black.
Okay, so who are you voting for in the elections?
I ain't voting for nobody. I don't like none of them.
But you're gonna have a wasted vote.
It's not gonna be wasted. It's just I don't like none of them, but I have to vote for someone. But I just don't know yet. I really don't. Be honest with you, I don't know.
So you don't like Biden?
I don't like Biden. I don't like Trump. I don't like none of them. It just like the other guy said. It just messed up. It's not like what it used to be back in the day. It's just all screwed up. They worrying about other countries but they're not taking care of the American people. They send money here and there, and it was Holland broke. They ain't got no money. Yeah, y'all son these people all this money and stuff like that, but y'all don't give us anything. And I gotta work 3 jobs just to make it. 3 jobs. 3. I work at night. I work at night. I work from 11:30 I get up at 7 o'clock in the morning. I gotta be on my other job. I got 30 minutes to go on my other job from 7 to 3. And when I get off the other job, I go my second job in the morning. I go on my 3rd job.
Wow.
Yep, I have to work 3 jobs. Just make ends meet.
When do you get a time to sleep or have a break?
Shit, on like on Sunday.
You see, we have something similar. I have 6 wives. I rest on Sunday. You have 3 jobs. You rest on Sunday.
Yeah, on Sunday. That's I don't do nothing on Sunday. I relax, chill. I just take everything in on Sunday, and I start all over again Monday.
Wow. Have you ever considered leaving America to come to Africa?
Yes, I would love to come to Africa. I have a young lady that I talk to all the time. She live in Ghana. You close to Ghana?
Yeah, we're not far from Ghana. Whoa, tell me about the young lady.
Yeah. I talk to her, and we talk all the time. And I've been knowing her about 3 years. And
it's an internet dating thing.
Yeah, I met her on yeah, internet dating. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
So you,
and
you're
she
willing you're willing to leave America to go to an internet dating woman?
Yeah, no, the thing is just that always wanted to go to Africa anyway. I always wanted to visit Africa, and plus I always look at y'all food all the time. Your food look good too, and it's something that I never had. It look
You
real
make
good
me
and
laugh. So you you want to go to Africa for the woman that you've met on the internet and for the food.
yeah. It looks very good.
You're funny.
I like
You're really funny.
I like to eat. I love eating. I love food.
Yeah, how many days? How many times do you eat in a day? Americans love food. It's part of
Yeah,
the problem.
yeah. I do more snacking than eating. I like to snack a lot.
You know, they snack a lot. Well, I'm sure this Ghanaian woman, when you meet her, will give you healthy food. You won't want to go back to America when you meet her.
Oh yeah, you gotta be right about that. Because you was telling me about how nice it is out there. How y'all don't pay taxes. I was like, y'all don't pay taxes. What you mean you don't pay taxes? I like kind of like that was kind of strange that y'all don't pay taxes.
Your list is endless. You're going to Ghana because of a woman. You're going to Ghana because of the food. You're going to Ghana because we don't pay taxes.
No, it ain't just that. She was just telling me about it that y'all don't pay taxes. I mean that's something that kind of like everybody pay tax. I thought everybody paid taxes.
Yeah. Look, it's lovely talking to you, and I hope do your research. I won't say don't go to Ghana. We all have to find ways to better our lives, but just do your research and do your due diligence before you leave Louisiana to go to Accra.
Okay, I'm gonna say one thing. I wasn't trying to disrespect you when I said that you had all them wives. I wasn't trying to disrespect you or anything.
I am
I
not
was.
offended. Look, I get that a lot. I know it's difficult for Western people to process that a man can have 6 wives and be happy. I am very, very happy. They're happy with me.
Yeah. I like you too, man. I like you.
Thank you.
I,
Thank you
I
very much.
follow you. I follow you all the time.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But you stick to your. But I thought you said you had one wife.
Yeah, I do.
So why are you looking at another woman from Ghana?
No. We just. It's not dating. It's just like a friend. Not.
You see
Yeah, a
what
friend.
you see what I am saying.
Yeah, I understand.
You see what I am saying because you have
Yeah.
why well, you have one. I'm not criticizing you and your lifestyle, but you have one wife and you're talking to someone on the internet. But if you had 6 wives, that would be great. You wouldn't even have to worry.
Okay.
Do you see my point?
Yeah, I see your point there, but at this. Okay, I ain't gonna get that. I ain't gonna go too far with that. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Okay, I know. I hope I haven't got you into trouble.
No. My wife know how I am because she know I talk to everybody.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, look, thank you so much for joining me. Let me give some people other opportunity to come and talk to me, and we'll end this. You take care of yourself, be good, and hopefully we'll see you in Ghana soon.
All right, Mr. President. Nice
Thank
talking to
you.
you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good evening.
Hi, I just have a couple of questions for you.
Oh, wow.
Cons-
This is going to sound like a job interview. I can tell already. You're going to
no,
bombard me
sir.
with lots of questions. I will do my best to get the job. Where are you calling me from?
I am calling you from Texas.
Oh, Texas, that great country or state
Yes,
in country.
state. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
That's where you have George Bush.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what question do you have for me?
What is your plan, with those that have been blood tested and the diaspora that comes from your country?
Blood
What
test?
is,
What do you mean by blood tested?
well, they have a test. It's called the African Ancestry Test, where a lot of us, they have conducted DNA from, people from all over Africa to try to distinct what tribe we came from.
Oh, that one. DNA ancestry.
Yes.
Yes. So this is what I say to people because I know there are lots of Americans who want to come to Africa. The blood test is really, really important because I
Yes.
think you can make a success if you know where you actually come from. There's
Right.
no point if you are, say, from Ghana and that is your test, and you going to Nigeria, there is every likelihood that you will fail in terms of settling wherever you want to be. Because it's really, really important that you know where you're from. So if you're from Ghana, if your blood test says you're from Ghana, I think you have more of a success going to Ghana than going to Nigeria, because you will meet your relatives in Ghana.
Okay, okay. I always just wanted to know because a lot of even though like people are being tested, like me and my family, we were tested, and we found out that we are from Nigeria.
Oh,
Um,
wow. Well,
yes,
congratulations. Are you ready to go
thank
to
you.
Nigeria?
Yes, we are Yoruba.
Oh,
Yes. So my question was, like, basically, what is the presidents of Africa gonna do? Why would like some places they really require us to do the same? Like as far as becoming a citizen, it's like some people, like say for Ghana, I think it's 7 years. You have to work there and be successful for 7 years. Well, a person like me, I feel like that's not fair because we were forcefully taken.
mhm,
And so if we are bringing businesses, you check to make sure that we're not criminals.
mhm,
I feel like that door should be open. Welcome us back home, saying, hey, we understand that you were taken. We understand you want to come home and start over because we deal with a lot of racism here.
mhm.
And, I just feel like someone should be able to welcome us back home. And I just want your thoughts on it. That's all.
So I can't speak for the Nigerian government, and I also
Right.
can't speak for the Ghanaian government. Every country has its own rules. And
Yes,
what
sir.
really upsets me, and I'm trying to control my emotions, is the fact that someone like you has to meet a certain requirement.
Right.
If you said to me that your blood test said that you were from Laughter Republic, we will let you in straight away and you will become a citizen.
I have a friend. Her whole entire family is from your country.
Laughter
And so
Republic?
I told her, yeah, and I told her, I just texted her, I said, your president is speaking. She was like, well, just ask about the diaspora. So I'm asking for all of us, even the ones that are from your country, what is the plan to make it a more easier transition for us, that don't want to be here in America anymore?
So I can only speak for my country. That if
Yes,
you
sir.
come to our country, if you're blood tested and you are told that you're from Laughter Republic,
Yes,
then
sir.
you come in automatically, but you relinquish your American citizenship.
Absolutely.
Yeah?
That's the plan.
The only way we can have the same rules across the whole of Africa is if we have a United States of Africa, if
I
Africa
agree.
is united. At the moment, you said President of Africa. There is no President of Africa. There are several countries. There are 55 countries in
Right.
Africa, of which
Yes, sir.
one of them. So my point to you is this: if we can get the United States of Africa, then it doesn't matter. You don't need to do 7 years. There is
Nice.
there will just be one rule, and that rule is you come to Africa, you relinquish your American citizenship. It's that simple.
Absolutely. Okay, so as far as that is concerned, I've heard Malima and some others talking about that. What is your feeling about that, and where is that? Is there any progress with that happening in Africa?
No, it isn't. It won't happen because what we have in some of our African countries are leaders who are not representing Africa. They're not representing their countries. They're representing the West. They need to be removed.
I agree. I
They
agree,
need to
and
be
I,
removed.
I, I am watching you guys.
They are puppets. They are just puppets of the
Yes, sir.
Western world. They are not representing their people. They're representing the corporations. They're representing the IMF, the World Bank. They're not representing their people. So
Right.
until we have a situation where we have, and it's happening now. If you look at West African countries, Senegal, Burkina Faso, where they've
Mhm.
actually kicked the French out of their countries. That is what is
Right.
happening right now. So
Yes, sir. I see that, and I'm so happy about that.
that is spreading. But we still have African leaders who behave like colonial, the words fail me. They're just colonial presidents. They listen to the British. They listen to the French. They listen to yeah, all these other countries, Mali, Burkina Faso. They have leaders who want to represent Africa. They want to represent their individual countries.
Beautiful. Okay, well, thank you, and I will be praying for us all.
Yeah, I wish you every success in Nigeria. You will
Thank
love
you.
it there, but please do your research, do your due diligence.
Yes,
Don't
sir.
rush to go there. Go there maybe in
Right, I
November.
can't because I have a business here that wherever I move to, I'm taking my business, so I have to be very careful. So, thank you so much for that advice.
Yeah, and say hello to my citizens.
I shall.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hello.
Can you get me, sir?
Yes, I. Who is Daddy? Why are you calling your Daddy?
Oh, that's my nickname. They used to call me Daddy. My real name is Bakari Kuyate. I'm from the Gambia, the smiling coast of Africa.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm doing good, sir.
Okay. Well, what's happening? Happy Easter to you, or are you a Muslim or Christian?
Yeah, I'm a Muslim,
Yeah. Salam
but
alaikum.
well, salam, but Christian are my friend, my good friends.
Excellent. Excellent. That's the way it should be. There should be no division when it comes to religion.
We are all one human being,
Yes. So, what would you like to
and we
talk
should not
about?
let ourselves religion to separate us.
Yes, definitely. I agree with you.
Yeah. Oh, I used to follow you on TikTok. I used to see you on TikTok. I was doubt which African country you are, and then which president, and then you are. Just want to ask.
I'm
But
president
I
of
used to follow
Laughter.
you.
I'm president of Laughter Republic. I have said this several times. I'm fed up of explaining where I come from and which country I am president of. I'm tired. I'm tired of explaining to people. People should get their geography education from somewhere else.
Yeah, don't be tired, because you're a good man. Because
Thank
you used
you.
to teach us.
Thank you. Thank you.
I used
Thank
to
you.
follow you a lot.
Thank you.
I just want to know. I just want to know a little about you and a little about your country. Because I'm the smiling coast of Africa, the Gambia. But right now I'm in Mauritania.
Oh, okay.
I play,
Why
I
have you
play
left
football.
Gambia? Why have you left Gambia for Mauritania?
I play football.
Ooh, wow.
I'm
Excellent.
playing football in Mauritania.
Oh, wow. Are we ever going to see you play for Arsenal or Manchester United?
I wish I play in Liverpool.
Liverpool. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What's stopping you? What's stopping you from becoming a Liverpool football player?
I'm just waiting for God time.
Yes. Keep at it. I look forward to watching TV and I see you. I will be so happy to see you playing for Liverpool.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Okay. Look,
To be
thank you.
honest with you,
Yeah.
I don't know what to say, but I really like you. I used to follow you a lot, and you
Thank
used to
you.
teach me in life a lot.
Thank you. Thank you. Keep playing that football. Keep playing the football. What position are you? Are you a defender, striker, midfield player? Oh wow! I just asked him what his position is in football, and he disappeared.
Hello, how are you, Mr. President?
I,
Nice to see you. Nice to meet you.
nice to meet you too. How are you?
I'm really okay. I'm really okay. Like I know you more than years. Let me say more than years. And like I wanna ask something, as a question.
Yeah, go
As
on.
a question, if
Where are
you
you
are
from? Where are you from?
originally from Ethiopia, and like I'm based in South Africa.
You sound South African.
South Africa, yeah. South Africa, yeah.
What
And
is
like
what is the question?
my question was like, Jay, when I can see some African men on you. Yeah, I'm not racist, but just generally when I see You think I respect religion too. You think religion is useful for Africans? That's my question, Mr. President.
Do I think religion is
Religion
important?
means our spiritual religion. African spiritual religion is it's belongs to there, and since is there foreign religions, people accept them, and like we respect it, but as you, as general, as a wise, is that useful, those religions, foreign religions, for Africans? What you say about it?
I genuinely think that foreign religions have been set up to suppress Africa. We need to go back to what we were practicing, the religion that we were practicing before colonization.
Yeah, because that's the way. That's the way by itself to colonize. I believe on that.
Even those who brought their foreign religion, yeah, even those who brought their foreign religion and brought it to Africa, they are challenging themselves back in their respective countries. So today, as I understand it, is Happy Easter. But there are certain parts of the West that where you say Happy Easter, they are not happy, that you should not say Happy Easter. So that is a foreign religion that was brought to Africa, but they are fighting amongst themselves. A foreign religion was brought to Africa, but they are.
Thank you very much. Now you are telling me something, Mr. President, and like, let me come. Yeah, we and me, I'm in my ideology by itself is like to destroy religion by itself. Religion, education. Sorry to say that education is education, but what we getting is that lie education. Some days we do our research. It's depend in our wisdom or in our mental limit. You understand me? And me, I'm in support of education. When it comes to education in Africa, kids are studying like 8 hours, 7 hours. Well, when you go to overseas, like 4 hour, some very short period day studies, and they go with like some sort of small exercise book to write something. When you come to Africa, they have to care them all subject of exercise book. You understand what I'm talking about, maybe? Yeah, and it's heavy.
I understand
Yeah.
you, Juju.
I'm asking this question because of what, Mr. President. Like, I can see some peoples are around here, maybe 200, 109 something, and like when we speak in this moment, some people they have to educate. I believe on that. That's why I mean, I'm smart or whatever.
Look, thank you so much for joining me.
You're welcome.
I'm just about to end this conversation, so just want to allow 2 or more people, and then I will end it. But thank you so much for joining me.
You're welcome. Thank you very much, Mr. President.
Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Good. I'm calling from the Gambia, West Africa.
Lovely country, Gambia. Lovely country. Lovely country.
Yes, yes. Good to see you, Mr. President. You are doing wonderful job for people around West Africa.
Thank you. You seem to be going to be the last person I'm going to talk to before I close.
Good. Yeah, I just want you to elaborate on the new leadership. That has been experienced in Senegal, because Gambia also is part of West Africa, where the young leaders are very excited about Senegal. I don't know what is going to be your take on the new leadership there. From your own point of view, because Africa, it seems all countries are learning from each other for what we call as our own patronage for our own leaders without relying on Western world. So I don't know what is going to be your take, one or two words about the new leadership in Senegal, please.
So, in my view, it is a good thing. The fact that you have a change of leadership is a good thing. The fact that you have a young person is a good thing. But I have to say this: you have to reduce your volume. You have to reduce the background in your volume.
Yes. Yes, the volume is very low. Yes.
No, I can hear. I can hear things behind the background.
Oh yeah. Okay. That is there. That is the basic there. Okay. I don't know how better now.
Yeah, it's a bit better. So, I welcome the change of leadership in Senegal. I welcome the fact that you've got young people becoming leaders in these respective countries. The challenge is this: when you get into power, it can corrupt you. I don't want them to lose focus, because you can quickly destroy what you have achieved as a young leader. So it's a good thing that you have a Senegalese president at the age of 44. The challenge is how he is going to deliver for his people. And he must not overstay his welcome. Just because he's got it now, if he gets reelected for another 4 years, great. But do not stay longer than what is required under democracy. Am I making sense?
Great. So the only way Africa to get out of this, circle is going to be like we're all going to learn from Senegal. That is going to be like giving the responsibilities to younger ones. If I say that, am I correct?
Look, it's one thing to have a young leader, okay? And I know a lot of African countries are excited by the fact that you have a young leader. That is great. That is an achievement. How he's going to deliver and how the other African countries are going to deliver is what matters. This is not about having a young leader. There are so many challenges African countries are facing at the moment. And the Senegalese president cannot sort it out on his own. There needs to be a change of mindset. The people also need to change. If the people do not change their mindset, if they do not understand accountability, if they do not understand that corruption is wrong, if they do not understand that you have to serve your people, your community, then it's frankly a waste of time. Do you get me?
Yeah.
Because
Thank you very much, Mr. President. I don't want to take much of your time.
Yeah, that is my point. But overall, it is a good thing. It's a good
before
sign.
my call,
Yeah, it's a good sign. It's a good thing. It's a step in the right direction. Delivery is what is important.
Great. My last question will be, what was the difference between, let me call it like this way directly. The European concept and, an African concept, is like the European concept is within their borders. So is that the same concept that African can put into their mentality in order to get away from this, believing that, European or American or Asians will do it for us? Because the concept of Europe is like, whatever they do, they counted their citizens first. So if we put that mentality into African leaderships, like these young people coming into, leadership, do you think it will work for Africans? Mr. President, for my last question, please.
In my country, we don't allow you to leave to go abroad. You stay in our country. What we need is all African countries should be doing the same. All African presidents should stop Africans from leaving Africa to go to Europe, to go to the West. It's that simple. It is that
Correct.
simple.
And that is my mentality. Yes, that is the belief I even have.
Because what you have right now is that you have a drainage. Our people are leaving Africa. There is a brain drainage in every profession right now. I'm sure the West will be happy not to see so many Africans in their countries. What is required is for every African country to say, look, you are not leaving the country. You will build Africa. You will build your country. You cannot leave. It is that simple.
Thank you very much, Mr. President, for having me on your platform. Very educative. We're learning a lot under your leadership here, and we really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Good evening. Okay, I'm going to say goodbye to every single one of you. Thank you for joining me this evening. It's been a fascinating conversation. Thank you so much.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Who am I speaking to?
You're speaking to Kathy from Uganda.
Hey, Uganda, how are you? Why do I have lots of Ugandans this evening?
We like your leadership.
Very funny. I'm laughing because you don't know what my leadership is like. Looks are deceptive. How are things in Uganda?
Uganda is good.
You guys are happy with Museveni?
Yeah, me personally, I'm happy because we have peace.
But
We
don't
have
you
peace.
want Bobby Wine? He's a young leader.
No. According to his history, no.
No? Why?
You know what? Museveni, to get where he has been, he has fought for it. He went to the bush. He fought for where he is. I believe he's a good president. We have peace. Poverty is everywhere. People from my country will complain about poverty, but the economy is just not good. Me personally,
Let me get this right. So you are basically saying that the reason why you are happy with Museveni is that he went to the bush. Do you want Bobby Wine to go to the bush?
no, I don't want Bobby Wine to go to the bush. But if I'm to follow history from Seven, where he has been and up to date, he's a good leader.
Well, he's been there for too long. That is what people are saying. People are saying that he's there for too long. Does he want to die in office? Is that what you're expecting? Do you want him to die in office? He needs retirement. He needs to hand over to younger people.
No, he's not. I don't think he'll. His son, all anyone else can take on. But according to Bobby Wine's history, I wouldn't love him to take on.
So let me get this right. So you are happy for
Yeah.
Museveni to hand over power to his son.
Yeah, me personally, yeah.
So government is not family business. Why would you let Museveni hand over to his son? Why can't Museveni hand over to another Ugandan citizen? I don't understand this.
Okay, the likes of Message have been there.
I mean,
And other.
what stops you from you becoming president? Why would you allow Museveni to hand over power to his son? I don't understand it. I just don't get it.
Okay, according to what I've seen, me personally, according to what I've seen with African countries, they like dictatorship. But I believe Museveni is a good president. Where I've been, and me personally, I'm a teacher by profession, but it's not what I'm doing. I've seen other African countries having. Did you hear about this Gaddafi, the way he was killed?
Yes.
And something else, if we Ugandans never wanted Museveni, he wouldn't be coming over and over. We vote him. Like in Central, we vote him. Let me say, let me.
You vote him. You vote him. Do you vote him because you are afraid that if you don't vote him, something will happen, or do you vote him because you are happy with him?
Yeah, I vote him because I'm happy with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is really interesting. Very, very
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting that Museveni, how long Museveni has been in power for well over 24 years.
Yeah. But Museveni is a good president, but the people he sends, his, let me say, his ministers are the ones that are not going good. He has made roads, he has created health services, free health services, but it's because the money he gives to the, let me say, the money that is given to facilitate those services is given to the wrong hands.
So do
Let me
you
talk about
does every Ugandan believe that he needs to hand over power to his son?
yeah, I believe, yeah, me personally, that's what I believe. Yeah, cause if the electoral commission, if Museveni has not been going through, the electoral commission wouldn't be saying that he has gone through. People have not yet tested other let me say other presidents. My mom told me when Amin was still running, they could run to the bush, do what, putting on a mini skirt. I'm not saying that it's decency to put on a mini skirt. It's not decent, but in our country you have freedom. We have freedom, and all our country needs is freedom, economic development, and maybe other, let me talk about and our life of living in Uganda is cheap, because I have friends from out, when they come here in Uganda they say the life, our way of living is very cheap, but when they go to their countries, it is, we have peace. That is what I know. We have peace in Uganda. We have peace, and me personally, I'm contented with my president, and I would vote him and I would choose him over and over again. I'm not saying that I'm living that life that I really want, but I'm really contented.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's not down to me to agree or disagree with you. I just know that there are some Ugandans that I have met here who are not very happy with your president. And what is really fascinating is not only are you saying that you're happy with him, you are saying that you'll be happy for him to hand over to his son.
Yeah, I'm very happy. It
Okay.
has been so nice speaking to you.
Nice talking to you too. I don't know why I'm talking to so many Ghanaians today, but it has been really nice. Thank you. Ugandans. I mean, Ugandans. Thank you.
Hello, President. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you, Reverend. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you for the wonderful program here.
Thank you. Where are you calling me from, sir?
I'm from Uganda.
Wow. Why do I have lots of Ugandans today?
We enjoy the way you lament your program and the way you speak wisdom
Thank you. So, what is
to
your
us.
view? What is your view about Museveni?
For me, actually, what I understand is leadership comes from God. First of all, leadership comes from God. So God is the one who brought President Museveni, is the one who gave President Museveni the leadership,
and I know he's the one to take it. So that's what I can say
So
on my side.
do you agree that Museveni should hand over power to his son?
Things of leadership, they are not sometime like being forced or being like sharing leadership, but God is the one who chooses a leader. Yeah, God is the one who chooses a leader.
Okay.
For us, we don't know, because all people that we see, according to the Bible, God is the one who has chosen them. So I know that if God has chosen the son of President Museveni, it's God who has suggested. If chooses Bobby Wine, it's God who has suggested. So things concerning leadership, they come from God.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my view.
Thank you so much, sir. I wasn't planning to spend this long here, but I think I'm going to have to leave soon. But thank you so much
Okay.
for joining me. I will allow some more
Thank
people
you.
to talk to me, and then we'll take it from there. Thank you so much.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to have to leave you. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been fantastic being here this evening. I wasn't planning to be here. You take care of yourselves. I'm going to have to go. I'm sorry. The number of people watching this is rising. Happy Easter to you. Happy Easter. It's a moment of reflection, for every single one of us.
Hello.
Hello, Andre. I was just about to leave.
Yeah. Actually, I'm happy speaking to you right now.
Why are you happy?
Yeah, because like I found your program and I really liked it.
What do you like about the program? Tell me.
Yeah, because I'm a Ugandan and then I found you talking about our president, so I had to also request to talk to you guys.
Oh wow! So briefly, what do you want to say about your country and the view that well, what's your view?
Actually, I heard you talking about Museveni handing power to his son, but then it isn't like that. You know, like we have to vote, and if the people vote for his son, then I think he has not handed over the power to the son because it is through elections.
Yes.
Yeah, what you hear about Museveni handing over power to his son, I think it is a lie. It is something that is gonna be democratic because his son has a party. So probably for him to become the president, he must be elected by the people. I don't know whether you agree with me or not.
I do agree with you.
So where did you hear that, like Museveni handling power to his son? Did you hear about that? No, because for me, I don't know about that.
No, it's been confirmed. I don't know how far it is true, but it's been confirmed that
No.
hold on. It's been confirmed that he's grooming his son to become the next president.
Yeah, of course, you know, like we are humans. As a dad, that's what you have to do. Like you have to train, to groom, you know. But then he has no power to hand over the power to the son. But through elections, after the good grooming he has passed him through, then the people can choose him.
But the point I'm trying to make is this.
Yeah.
The point I'm trying to make is this. Governments and running governments is not a family business.
Yes.
How many people are in Uganda? How many of
Yeah.
you? How many? What is your population?
Yeah, we're over something like actually we are a lot of people. The
How many?
previous census took
Is it 10 million?
almost
15? Is it 10
5
million?
million and above.
How many?
We are over 5 millions.
So you're over 5 million. Surely
Yeah.
you should be able to hand over power to Bobby Wine or to someone else.
But then Bobby Wine is so arrogant, the way he talks, a leader you have to, you shouldn't be so quick at taking decisions, You normally hear about Museveni, people abuse him, Have you heard him complain about that? But then a leader who can speak arrogantly to people using abusive language, I think it isn't good. Have you heard about Bobby Wine's speeches?
No, I haven't.
Take time and hear about his speeches. Every time he's using vulgar languages, abusive languages, he has insulted the president so many times in people in public, That's not how a leader should be. A leader should live as an example. You see, Museveni is abused every day. But how many times have you heard him, talking back? That shows him that he's a good leader. So imagine Bobby Wine speaks like that, before taking the power. What about if he takes the power? He would be more arrogant. And that's not the kind of leader we want. We need a leader that has to take time, take time and make decisions, not talking arrogantly. So I think Museveni is more of a leader than Bobby Wine. However much we need change, we cannot give the power to the wrong person because we are getting rid of the president. It is not about Museveni. It is about who's going to come after him. You see, I think you know it very well that Uganda is among the peaceful countries in Africa.
Yes.
Look at our neighborhood. Look at Congo. Every time they're fighting, people are moving up and down. And do you know it very well that in Uganda is the only country in Africa without refugees in other countries? Have you had Ugandans as refugees in other countries? We are meaning we have peace. If you go to other countries, you find refugees from Congo, Somalia, South Sudan, but you have not had any refuge from Uganda. Meaning we have the peace. So, yes, we need change for a new president, but we should get a good leader. Not just chasing a good president just in the name of getting change. We need to change with a good president. I don't know whether I'm making sense, the way Bobi Wine talks, it is so arrogant. It's like he's not even, for example, have you heard that there are some people that were arrested during the time of election, campaigns in the previous elections? They were arrested because of the influence of Bobi Wine. Now, Museveni as a leader, he knew it very well that they are causing violence, so they had to be imprisoned. But now, instead of Bobi Wine pleading to the president for the political prisoners to get freed, he's talking arrogantly. That's not the way he has to do it. So I think Museveni is a very, very good leader. And then that rumor of him handling the power to his son isn't true. Museveni is grooming his son like any other leader, but then we the people have to vote, not the son coming by force. No.
Thank you.
And I think people love Museveni. I think,
Okay. Thank you so much, Andrea. Thank you so much for joining me. And for
welcome. Thank you too.
Thank you.
Hello, Mr. Obonjo.
Hello, Moses. Is it Moses?
Yeah, I'm Moses Newman from Kigali, Rwanda.
Rwanda. I hear so many beautiful things about Rwanda.
Yeah, it is among the most cleanest countries in Africa, the most corruption free, among the free corruption countries in Africa.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, I've heard of your debate. It is a good debate. So I've been hearing that you have been talking about President Museveni of his long term on leading the country, our neighboring country Uganda. Yeah, but for me, I don't see it as a problem because you can see what Museveni have done to his country,
Hmm.
and you can just uh, see whether his son is going to do the same. It's what you can just put on the level, and you can see the importance of his son going to rule the country.
Hmm.
Yeah, but the question I had, i- is there going to be the same case here in Rwanda? You can answer me if you have the question, Mr. Obonjo.
So Rwanda, Kigali has been in power for how long?
Yeah, from 2003. 2003, it's when things settled. We have been from genocide. Yeah, things got settled in 2003.
So he's been
Maybe
in
it's like,
power. He has been in power since
yeah,
2003.
yeah,
That's a long time, isn't it?
yeah. Is it going to be the same case like Uganda? Uh, their the the family will succeed our president. How do
It
you
is
think
possible.
it,
I don't know.
Mr.
I haven't
Obondo?
heard. I don't know. I haven't heard anything. The he has. I haven't heard anything about Kigali, but that is a long time since 2003. Does he? Has he given any indication when he wants to step down?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. When in a congregation, he said that he want to bring he want to mention the one who will succeed him. He suggested that the one who will succeed will be already, but it is people are rumoring that it might be her daughter. Yeah,
So, so this is my point, and this is why you have military coups in Africa.
yeah,
Leaders should stop treating governments like a family business. It is so wrong
yeah,
for a president to decide that they're going to hand over power to their children. It is wrong. This is why you have military coups in Africa.
mm,
So I don't
yeah. I
know.
get you.
I don't know what Kigali's plan is, but I hope he does the right thing. Yes, I understand that he's been successful. It's been a great country, but African leaders should stop treating governments like a family business.
Yeah, but Mr. Obonjo, uh, uh, for me, I see it as a problem because whatever Africans try to do, uh, these Europe, these European countries and America, they try to interfere, saying that it is not good, as well as for them they do it. You see, for example, in Spain, they have a king, and you can see it in Korea, you can see it in Russia. Those are different examples.
Mm,
So why do we as Africans see it as a problem? Not all African countries are read like monarchies.
mm,
Yeah, for us, we can consider there are some countries which can be ruled as monarchies, but you can see the level of technology which countries have. See, Cameroon is ruled by an old man.
Yeah, he's been there. He's
The,
been there for 40 years. I think he's going to die there. He's going to die in office.
yeah, for us, we can see why what is importance. Who can succeed those guys, because they are the ones who have fought for their countries to get development. It's why for them they fear to leave their power. It's what I think. Let us see how we can develop our Africa. For me, I have a dream that one day Africa will be United States of Africa and Kigali will be the capital city.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
My pleasure, sir.
Okay, I'm going to let Jam.
Having a lot of noise. Nice to meet you. I am from Uganda. Here you can hear me well.
Okay, thank you so much for joining me. I have to leave now. Thank you. I'm sorry I can't take any more calls or discussions. Thank you so much. I wanted, I think it was Jem, because she's been waiting for a while, but I don't know, she's disappeared. Yeah, she's disappeared. Yeah, Jem Soul. Yeah, but I can't find you. I can't find you on the. You wanted to talk to me, I believe, but you are no longer here.
Hey, I'm here.
How are
I
you,
appreciate
Jem?
you having me, Mr. Obonjo.
How are you?
I'm actually great. I was very intrigued with the topic. Uh, your question was if it's, I guess, appropriate for a president to kind of, let's just say, have their family members or sons or whoever kind of cut the line and kind of put them on a front of the political, like, for choice.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that that's
where are you calling me from?
I'm actually from Houston, Texas.
Oh, nice.
So I'm in the United States, but even other political, I guess what's going on in other political countries is interesting to me. I was hearing a lot of people from Uganda mention that they were okay with it, and I just feel like that's the state of comfortability. You know, I understand that this president might have done great, but why not give someone else a chance to do even better? You know, to take the country even further. Why be at a plateau? That's my mindset for another country that's not even my country. But I work and I think as a humanitarian mindset. You know, in order to have a great country, you have to have clean new energy, a new mindset, a new perspective. Because if you have the same mindset, the same energy, you're not going to get very far. You know what I mean? Because I also deal with my spirituality. And I feel like every time you have to change out energies, you have to change out families to have new ideas, new engagements. You know, that was my mindset.
Madam, you've spoken very, very well. And we are both from the same school of thought. There are times when
Yes.
leaders have to be in power for a while.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But what the Ugandans are saying on here is really interesting, because I can just imagine how would that work in America. So imagine Trump handing over to his daughter, or Obama handing over to his wife or to his
Mm-hmm.
daughter. It's not good for a country. In my view, it is not. No matter how effective the president is, at one point in time,
Mm-hmm.
they will have to leave.
True.
I
And
wanted.
I totally agree with you.
Well, where are you in the States?
Texas.
Oh, Texas. Lovely, lovely, lovely state.
Texas. It
Lovely
is. And
state, creating problems for Biden.
you know what? We also had a little mishap over here with Biden and the whole immigration, the what is it, the caravan from Honduras coming in with just letting that's a big, obviously, breach to the United States, you know. It's a little difficult. It's not as, I guess, I'm gonna say easy and clear, because there's so many mixed cultures and mindsets in the United States, and there's a lot of old power there, you know. But as for another country, let's just say like Uganda or your type of country, I think it's more easy to deal with because it's within your own culture. You have more of your own, like you're the majority, you know what I mean? And in the United States, it's so mixed. You know, people have so many say-sos and so many opinions that I wouldn't even know where to start.
Well,
Instead of,
are
I
you a
think,
Trump supporter or Biden supporter?
you know what? I'm neither. I'm actually more of a independent leader who's gonna have a better mindset for more towards human, who's more authentic. I don't like presidents that give bulletin excuses of, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. No, I don't want bulletin bullets. I want authenticity. It might not be major, but as long as you're true to what you're going to do, let it be in an authentic place.
I wish you were in my country. You would love me.
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
I wish you were in my country. You would love me.
Uh-huh. You know, and I'm looking at some of the comments about, you know, my opinion doesn't matter, doesn't care, and I'm independent. Well, guess what? If you're in the United States with me and I'm a part of the United States, I'm part of the community. So at one point, someone's opinion does kind of matter because that's your own community. And you have to respect others, whether you agree or you don't agree. You also help make laws. And some of the laws maybe do need to be updated with a better mindset. I feel like, you know, there's a lot of disrespect here in the United States, maybe not in other countries, but regardless, laws are laws to a degree. But what happens when chaos happens with Biden and the people from Honduras start to come and their side packs that we don't know about, and they're coming through Texas, which causes not just a crime, but also a economical shift too. There's more to it. And regardless if you want to say laws are the laws, but yet we have to have compassion, whether people are legal or illegal. You still should be humanitarian, should be at the top of the food chain.
Madam.
And I just had to comment for some of the people in the comments who don't care about other people's opinion. Like I said, you're part of my community, and I would never disrespect and say that your opinion doesn't matter.
Madam, you have spoken well. You have spoken so well that I believe that I should end this live TikTok with your conversation.
I really do appreciate it. I thank you for your time, and I hope I get to hear more important conversations that we need in this world today.
Yeah, definitely. And I would like to think that you should run for office. I think America is wasted without you running for elected office because you have such a brilliant mind. You have a grasp of what the issues are in America.
I would say this, I rather help within my small community, you know, impact the smaller bunch than a whole bunch. I feel like people have too much of a greed mindset that they want to go straight for presidency when you can be great within your own small community. You know,
Yeah.
that's just me. I'm just humble.
Adam, thank you so much for it's a pleasure. I knew my people were telling me, pick up Jem. Jem is going to be brilliant talking to you today. And you have really, really made some really positive contributions and food for thought. I really must go now, but just want to thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. I really must go. I really must go now. But there's someone called Toby to talk. Toby, you.
Hello, Your Excellency.
How are you?
I am very good. I'm from Montana,
Montana,
and
is that in Canada?
no, that's here in the United States.
I thought Montana was in Canada.
No, it's very close. I could probably walk to Canada.
You can walk to Canada from your house.
Yes. So, your last guest was saying something about all of the people coming across our borders, which I agreed with her that's not a good thing. But she started saying something about being compassionate, and we do have laws that you can come here legally. So that's our compassion. There's no compassion for a group of certain age men, because that's all that's coming. We don't have women, a lot of women. We don't have a lot of children. Right now, it's just men. And I said her opinion doesn't matter because here in America, everybody's opinion matters. And that's kind of counterproductive in that people can have different opinions, but we have laws here, and those laws are what make us America, right? Just like your laws make. I did not vote for. Nope. That's funny. So anyway, I just wanted to say that because I did not mean to disrespect her. I can only type in what I can say so much. And yeah. I have a question for you.
Please go ahead, ma'am.
What do people outside of the United States think about Americans as just people, not our government, not our
Do you
politics?
honestly want an honest opinion?
I definitely do.
So
100%.
the view is that Americans are idiots.
Yes. Okay.
That
But
Americans are not enlightened. They do not understand what is happening outside America. That Americans
correct.
are stupid.
Yes. I agree, because the only way you can here in America find out what's going on outside of America is by searching for it for yourself. So,
I don't mean to be rude, but you asked me that question, and I'm
yes,
a very
I
honest president. The
yeah,
view is that America is lost. America is a lost soul. If
yes,
America is a lost country, that Americans do not understand what is going on around the world, talk less of
correct.
even within their own country.
Yes.
That is what we think. We
Yes,
think
and I
America
agree.
is lost.
I'm an American and I agree. I agree because I know that most Americans are fed only what they're fed.
I don't mean to be
We
rude because you asked me that question. The
no,
view is Americans are stupid.
I understand that. I understand that you think that we are stupid in that we are not enlightened about what's going on around the world or how it affects us or how to make it better, even.
How is it possible that Americans do not know about my country?
Because
Americans come on this platform and tell me they've never heard of my country.
uh because you're the president of it and you're the comedian and I understand that you are very, very passionate about where you are, and I appreciate you very much. But we, as Americans, are not given the opportunity really to talk to people so directly until recently. So the fact that I could tell you that, yes, Americans are stupid, however, they're waking up too late, but they're waking up.
Well, they better
And
wake up because the rest of the world is well ahead of them.
I just said they're waking up too late. You can't wake up late and early, right? It's late. But there's other people that do want to know what's going on and that do want to. That's why I asked you, what do you feel about Americans as people, not their politics, not their stuff, just as a people. And you said that we're stupid. So uh, I can't disagree with that because we're doing a lot of stupid things as a whole, but it's not every person. That's why we're fighting within America. It's
Yeah,
because there's people at sea.
I don't mean to generalize, but you know that's just the way we see America.
And that I agree with that, actually. I agree as a whole. Yes. Most Americans only worry about what's in their square that they live in. That's all they care about. They want to make sure that this is doing good and that's all they care about. But that's not everybody here in America, but it's the majority. I'd much rather see you go without as long as I'm okay. That's kind of been the I don't know. It's the way I grew up with my grandparents. Very not community based. Just